because I okay. Hello everybody. I'm back. I'm back again. I did 40 minutes of talking and I didn't get the video saved. I don't know whether it actually whether it was actually stayed live after it crashed. 4 minutes into the last presentation, it just crashed. So let's see if I can find out if I'm live or not and if this is showing. Because that is the worst thing in the world. I want to make sure that when I'm coming and I'm bringing you news and information that that it actually gets out there, you know, um, and that I'm sharing what I'm sharing with you is actually reaching. Like I said, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. So bear with me. Thank you. Thank you for those who are joining me now because you saw this pop up, and for those who are going to watch in the future. And you know what? If you happen to be friends with me, I would appreciate it very much if you would go over to YouTube because I'm streaming live on YouTube as well. And if you would go over there and if you would, subscribe over there on YouTube, and that way I can, I'll know that you're watching over there. So if you go to Sair, SAIR, over on YouTube, you'll be able to find the channel over there. It's a brand new channel, so there are no uploads over there as of yet. But these streams will be hopefully uploading over there, and then along with some other content. Listen, I'm going live because I don't want to do any video editing. I will be honest. I don't want to do any video editing. So there's going to be some hiccups in these things, in these videos. There's going to be some hiccups. I might repeat some phrases, some words. It might stop. It might stutter or sputter or whatever. Hey, I'm rolling with it and uploading because I don't want to do any editing. Um, I want to be just the real deal. And because I would have to do the editing, and I don't want to do the editing. But nonetheless, I did give one tip for today that I know that this blocked or didn't block me, but it stopped, it froze, and if you didn't see it while it was live, it didn't save it. I don't have any recordings. I have no evidence that information actually got out there. So the one tip that I gave for today was about sugar and how sugar affects your skin. So here we go. The sugar in your diet affects and I'm looking down, so I'm reading. So just so you know, if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking down at my notes down here. So the sugar in your diet affects the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. And studies suggest that high blood sugar levels set up a molecular domino effect called glycation. Say what? What is that? Glycation? Well, it's just a fancy term for a process that can hinder the repair of your skin's collagen, the protein that keeps it looking plump. All right. So, a diet full of treats can also lead to reduced elasticity and premature wrinkles. But thankfully, research suggests that slashing your sugar intake can help lessen sagging and other visible signs of aging. So basically, sugar equals wrinkles. Ladies, you hear me? Sugar equals wrinkles. Okay, so it's not going to do any good to be running out there getting all these different skincare treatments, spending all that money, and then you have a diet full of sugar. It's not gonna do you any good because sugar equals wrinkles. But giving up or reducing the amount of sugar you eat um, can also reduce glucose and insulin spikes in your bloodstream and reduce chronic and acute inflammation that's linked to aging. And you can get your glow back in about 14 days after you give up sugar. That's what doctors say. Okay. So you might want to just cut out sugar so you can stay youthful. Stay youthful. So that was the tip that I wanted to share with you today. Also, just to let you know that when you're eating all that sugar and that's in your diet, if you're on a weight loss regimen and you're trying to lose weight, and I don't like to use the word weight loss because weight includes muscle, water, and fat. And the only thing that we really have a problem with is the fat. So we're really trying to lose fat. That's why I say fat loss. So if you're on a fat loss regimen and you're trying to burn fat, and you're trying to lose fat, and maybe you have a lot extra on you and your skin has stretched out, you have to remember that a high sugar diet, if you're trying to lose that weight and keep that sugar in your diet, that is going to hinder your snapback on your skin, right? So you want to, because it's not just affecting the skin on your face, it's affecting the skin all over your body. Skin is the largest organ on the body. And if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to lose body fat and you have stretched out your skin, you want to you may have, it may be stretched out, but you may be able to recuperate or regenerate and get a little bit of that elasticity back, and get some snap back there, because there are people who have been really large um, and have lost weight and they don't have a lot of excess skin. And I know people look and say, how did they get away with that? Well, it could be just based on what was in their diet. So we just want to make sure that if you're on a fat loss regimen, you want to um, reduce the sugar in your diet, the amount of excess sugar in your diet, to help to increase your chances of bringing some elasticity back to your skin, and getting that skin plumped back up, so that, well, I know plump is not the right word that you want to hear, but you do want your skin to have that elasticity and that snapback, a little bit of that anyway. If so you want to do your best to try and increase that elasticity and reduce the stretching and the wrinkles in your skin. Okay, so that's just a little bit about what sugar does to you as far as aging. And I'll share with you just a little bit more. So, further studies have shown that for every 1 milliliter increase in blood sugar, um, that it will increase your perceived age by about 5 months. So just having a lot of excess sugar in your bloodstream will make you look 5 months older. So basically, there's no point in spending a lot of money on expensive creams if you're eating a diet high in sugar, because it's going to make you look old and wrinkly. Hey, I didn't make up the rules. I didn't. I'm just reporting and just repeating what I have studied, what I have read in these studies. So you can protect and moisturize your skin from the outside with creams, but you need to feed and stimulate the growth of good, strong skin cells from the inside too. And sugar will sabotage that. All right. You heard it from me here. I'm 53 years old. Don't mind telling my age. The only thing I think that really makes me look that way is when I bring my glasses down to the tip of my nose and I nod my head and you see all these gray hairs up there. That came from my children. But anyway, so again, I just wanted to come back again and bring you that tip and bring you that news to you. And I wanted to say this: if you want to get a free nutritional assessment or fat loss assessment, you can go to sairnt.com. That's SAIRNT.com. Click on about, and that should open up the information about the assessments. Okay, so you can get a free nutritional assessment, you can get or a free fat loss assessment. Okay, if you are interested in getting the sweetener products, I'm wearing blue today, as that represents the original. And remember, the sweetener products that I have are some sweet original. That is allulose. It's the original version of allulose. Nothing's changed about it. And then we do have, and I like to go by my bag colors because they're colorful and they're pretty. All right, and so the blue bag looks, it's in this color family. But then there's also the purple bag, which is some sweet plus. Oh yeah, the blue bag is 70% of sweetest sugar. So if your sweet tooth isn't really bad and you really don't, you can stand a little less sweet, then you'll want to get that. But if you're going to be, get that and be like, this isn't sweet enough, this isn't sweet enough, you're going to have to move on over to the purple bag. And that's some sweet plus. And it's 100% as sweet as sugar. All right. And then in that plus line, there is a pink bag, and it's the confectioner's sugar. Confectioners, what you use to make your glazes, your buttercream frostings, things like that, right? So you'll have, or when you're dusting, what's the thing you dust when you go to the fair and they dust that powdered sugar over the top? When you have that, it's some little fried goody thing or whatever. I can't think of what it's called. Funnel cakes. Yes, funnel cakes. So you're dusting that over the top of funnel cakes. Yeah, that's what that the pink bag is, powdered sugar. It's our confectioners, and that's what that's for. And then you have the brown sugar, and it's in the plus line, and it's 100% Swedish sugar. So all of the plus lines are 100% of Swedish sugar. And so the brown sugar, of course, you can use that for your savory things, your barbecue sauces and things like that. You want to get a little molasses flavor. You want to use the brown sugar also, it's great. And a chocolate chip cookie isn't a chocolate chip cookie. It does not have brown sugar in it. I'm sorry. So that's what you can use the brown sugar for. So, and if you want to get a hold of those, you can go to sumsweet.com. That's SUMSWEET.com. Remember, these are 0-calorie sweeteners, 0 net carb sweeteners, and they do not spike your blood sugar, so it helps to lower your blood sugar. Also helps to burn fat because remember, it helps to increase your leptin levels and all the levels in your body to help you to burn fat. It stops sugar cravings actually because it does not increase them, and you get a good crisp sweet taste, clean sweet taste, and it helps to stop the sugar cravings and helps to curb your appetite because of the increase in the leptin levels, and it also helps to burn fat. So, these are good functional sweeteners, functions just like sugar in all of your cooking needs and all of that. Okay, so you can head over to sumsweet.com, SUMSWEET.com to get that. If you want to get a free nutritional assessment or um, free fat loss assessment, you can go over to SAIRNT.com to click on about, and you'll be able to get that. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock with bringing you some more news and updates and things. We're talking about health and quitting sugar and why you should quit sugar and the effects that it has on your body. Remember, SARE stands for sugar addiction is real. And like I say, if you say that you're not addicted to sugar, I'm going to ask you, do you drink soda? Are you addicted to that? Because I told you before that there's 10 10 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in a can of soda. And if you say, well, I'm a Gatorade drinker or I'm a sports drinker, there's about 9 teaspoons of sugar in that. Maybe you drink something else like that sweet tea. I know they like it down here in the South. Sweet tea, lots of sugar in that. So you just have to remember that sugar addiction finds its way to you in a lot of different ways. You may not be eating cakes, pies, cookies, candy bars, and things like that, but everything just about has added sugar in it, and you really want to be careful with those added sugars. Nature's candy is good, and that's fine if you're not diabetic. Nature's candy, the fruits are excellent way to satisfy your sweet tooth. But if you're diabetic, you'll want to find some other way to satisfy your sweet tooth. And I would suggest that you use some sweet product to be able to do that because it's not going to it's low glycemic, and so it's not going to be high on the glycemic index. Okay. All right. So it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you for tuning in. Those who are watching now and those who are watching in the future, remember when you see me with a different shirt that's different from the package, the different from the color of the package. That's why I stress the color of the packages. Then you can head on over to the website, type in diff shirt as your coupon code, and you'll get 25% off up until midnight on the day that that airs. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye bye. God bless.